Okay, now we'll be looking at this portamento effect. Okay, and this portamento means simply when one note slides to another note. Okay, when one note slides or glides to another note, how it is sliding. Yeah, uh, it will obviously have the pitch shiftment. Yeah, and along with the pitch shiftment, the acceleration and weight. Okay, and also it carries, and that effect is called portamento. Okay, and we'll be looking about that. Okay, but before understanding this portamento, we should know a little bit of theoretical knowledge. Okay, and I will be showing you a little bit theory also. Don't worry, it will be short and sweet theory. Okay, so next we'll be looking at portamento and also a little bit about the max voices or voicing. Okay, because they are related. Okay, so let us look on little bit of theory aspect. Okay, so here I have prepared a theory note, yeah, for you guys, and here I have some musical scoring of data. Okay, to show you what I mean exactly. Yeah, so let us first see theory. Okay, and then we'll be going here. So here legato, staccato, portamento, glissando, and crescendo. Yeah. So you once read yourself. Okay, I'll not be going through all this. Okay. So I'll be scrolling. Okay, you take note. Yeah, so this is my DIY note. Okay, I searched in the internet about these topics because this portamento and glissando was making me confused. Yeah, so I prepared this note. And now let us look one by one on these topics. Okay, so first we'll be looking at uh, so here I have this score here, and in this part we'll be looking at legato, staccato, and crescendo. Only this much. Okay, now that glissando and portamento will be looking in next part. Okay, so first I have made here some sections. Okay, so simply let's look at these sections. So this first bar will be this simple monophonic play. Okay, simple. So let us hear bar by bar. Okay, simple. Okay, every quarter note. Okay, four quarter notes in a bar. Okay, because it is a 4x4 measure. Yeah, 4x4, 4 bits, and each bit is worth of quarter note. Yeah, okay, this is a normal monophonic play. Problem solved. Okay, this is a simple thing. Now staccato, monophonic staccato play. Now this was the full duration play, yeah, of quarter note, but in this it is same, only it is having the staccato effect. Okay, and the duration will be decreased. Okay, of notes playing this sound. Yeah, let us hear. Yeah, and here this was the full length playing, but here, yeah, the note duration is decreased. Okay, it is technically decreased to half. Okay, I'll be showing you that later. Okay, just for now know this much. And now here single dotted note play. So this was the natural case where note will be playing at its normal full length. Here staccato, the notes will be played to its half time. Okay, and here single dotted play. Okay, now notes, every notes will be playing 50% more than their time. Okay, so here let us listen it. Now in this case every notes are playing 50% more than what their time is. Okay, and again here double dotted. Yeah, now so now this double dotted note means now every note will be playing 75% is more time than what their original time is. Okay, so let us hear. Yeah, this was 50% more. Yeah, so this became 150 percentage. Okay, every note will be playing 150 percentage. Yeah, and this 175 percentage. Okay, so let us again see this single note. Now this, yeah, little bit longer in duration. Yeah, and here now monophonic legato play. Okay, simple legato play means one note will be in continuation with other note. Okay, there will not be gap, simply notes will be joining. Okay, one note will be joining to another. Okay, and every notes will be plugged. Yeah, this is a simple legato play. Okay, and I have three section. You hear this three section of this legato play. Okay, yeah, every notes are plugged. Okay, all the notes are in continuity. Okay, every notes attack and release positions are quantized. Okay, every notes are in continuation. Okay, and the time signature is 4/4. Okay, now legato slide play. Now the difference between simple legato play and legato slide play is legato slide play is same like legato, but in legato slide play we will not be plucking every notes. Okay, only the first note will be plucked and we slide. Okay, and all the sound will be from that sliding sustaining of the sound. Yeah, so let us hear this. I have this much examples here. So what it is clear is, so simply this note is plugged and it is slide to this note. Yeah, this note is not plugged, but this note and this note both are plugged. Yeah, this is only the legato slide. Yeah, this is the normal play. Yeah, and in this case only this note is plugged. Yeah, and it is slide to this note, and this note is not plugged, and again from here it is slide to this note. Yeah, so continuously it is sliding like this. Yeah, and this note is plugged. In this case only this note is plugged. Yeah, not this and this. These are simply sliding. Okay, and the sliding will have the sustainability of the sound. Okay, and the sustainability of the sound also depends on the instrument. Okay, some instrument have higher sustaining sound and some have lower sustaining sound. Okay, and in this case only this note will be plugged. Yeah, and simply we drag here like this. Okay, all will be the sustained sound. Okay, only this will be plugged. Now in this case we are having longer sliding time. Okay, and only this is plugged. Okay, just listen again. Yeah, yeah, so every notes are not plugged. Okay, only this note is plugged and we slide. Yeah, and here also I have simple another sliding. legato slide. This note is plucked and we slide to this note. This note is plucked and we simply slide to this note. Now crescendo. First we'll be hearing the normal play, okay, and then crescendo play. This is the normal, okay. Yeah, now crescendo. What did you notice? The loudness is increased slowly and gradually. Yeah? That means crescendo. And now let us look at decrescendo. So first we'll be hearing the normal play. This is the normal loudness play. Okay? Now decrescendo. So in this case, the loudness of the sound will go from the louder state to quieter state. Okay. So now let us look at the fade in and fade out. And you might be confused with this crescendo and fade in and decrescendo and fade out. Yeah. And fade in simply means there will be the slowly and gradually increasing the loudness. Okay. But you can see here we are having the slow and gradual rise in the audio volume only of this beat. Okay, individually we are going, yeah, in fade in crescendo it takes all, okay, at once, and in fade out there will just slowly and gradually fade out. Okay, the volume will go from loud to quiet. Okay, and here also we are having on individual basis. Okay, whereas in decrescendo it takes all, okay, together. So let us hear both this fade in and fade out. Okay, yeah. So this is the little bit of information about legato, staccato and crescendo. Don't worry, we'll be analyzing its MIDI data also later. Okay, first let us study and then we'll be going to study its MIDI data later. Now let us look at this glissando. So I have prepared this score, yeah, and here we'll be looking at glissando. Okay, in this first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bars, I simply have notes playing as per my MIDI keyboard octave. Okay, so in my MIDI keyboard I have 49 keys. Okay, so this is the lowest octave, yeah, C1, C2, C3, C4, C5, yeah, my highest octave note. So let us study the glissando. Okay, now, so here is this information. Okay, so let us play from here to here. Yeah, simple thing. Okay, this. Now here these are glissando. Okay, I don't know why it is not writing here gliss. It is supposed to be written gliss here. Okay, everywhere it is writing, but here it is not writing. Yeah, anyways, this is glissando. Okay, and so here what I'm doing is I'm playing the same note C1 here and my C2. Yeah, so I'm going from C1 to C2. I'm sliding or gliding from C1 to C2. Okay, and we are having glissando. Yeah, this simply means every notes will be played, okay, while sliding, okay, chromatically. Okay, just see here, if I go from C1 to C2, how many notes will be played chromatically? Count yourself. C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B, C. 13, isn't it? And when I play these two, just hear the sound, okay, and count also. Yeah, 13. Yeah, when it will reach to here, it will be 13. Yeah. So every notes are playing chromatically, okay. I'm simply playing one note here and another note here, okay, and simply I'm gliding, okay. So this whole note will be playing all the notes from C1 to B1, yeah, and when it will be reaching to C2, this note whole note will be playing, yeah. Yeah, up to 12 here, and 13th is here, yeah, and here from C2 to C3, yeah, same thing now. From here to here, it will be 13 count, okay. Count, okay, you count yourself. Yeah, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Like this you can count. Again count. Count again. And the same thing, okay, from here to here. This was C1. This is C2, yeah. C2, C3. Now we are moving from C3 to C4, yeah. I'm not playing all that middle notes, okay. It's simply the gliding effect, yeah. And now from here, now let's play another. Yeah, from C4 to C5, yeah. From C4 to B4, this whole note duration will be making sound, and when the note will be reaching to C5, this whole note will be playing that C5 note fully, okay. And the glissando can be a straight glissando as well as wavy glissando, okay. This was the straight and this is the wavy, okay. Again the same thing, okay. The notes will be moved chromatically, okay, from first note to the destination note, yeah. So here we are having one octave, okay, but here I'm going from C1 to directly C5, okay. I am having 4 octaves jump, okay, and listen. Every notes are playing chromatically, yeah. Hear it again. And same thing, okay, here. And the gliding can be from lower pitch to higher pitch or from higher pitch to lower pitch, okay. It can be in any direction. So in this case, so we were going from lower to higher, okay. Now we'll be going from higher to lower. Yeah, I'm going from C5 to C1, yeah. Same thing, okay. And for glissando, there must be one note and another destination note, yeah. So here is one note and another destination note. This is the same note, okay. Even if you do glissando, that will be just simple to play off the note, yeah. And in this case, it is the natural playing of 2 notes, okay, one and here, another here, yeah. And let us hear. This is the natural play, okay? And here these same notes, okay? And I am making glissando. Now let us hear it. Again it became same, yeah? This and this and this are having same effect. Now why? Now see. Little bit of standard notation, little bit of information I'm giving here, okay? This space, you can see these space are F, A, C, E, face. You can remember like that, okay? So the space notes in treble clef is F, A, C, E, face. And the line notes on the treble clef or the G clef is every good band does fine. Every E, good G, band B, does D, fine F. Like that, okay? So this is F and this is E, okay? F and E will have only two notes, okay? There is no sharp or flat, okay, between them. And this also F and E, same thing, okay? Even they are glissando. Now they are not having any sharp or flat, okay? They don't have any inharmonic notes, okay? So these two cases became same case, okay? Because even if you glissando this F and E, it will be only two notes, okay? So here also two notes, and even if you do glissando, there also two notes, yeah? But here this is F, yeah, and this is D, yeah? Every good band does D, F and D, D, D sharp, E, F. We are having four notes, yeah? So let us hear that. We are simply doing glissando, okay? So it is playing four notes, yeah? And similarly here, now we are in the bass clef, okay? This is also known as F clef, yeah? And in this case, the notes are different, okay? The line notes means grizzle, bears, don't fly, aeroplane. Grizzle, G, bears, B, don't, D, fly, F, aeroplane, A. Yeah, the line notes. And the space notes in the bass or F clef is all cow eat grass. All A note, cow, C note, eat, E note, grass, G note, okay? So in this case, we are moving from G to B. So let us count G, G sharp, A sharp, B. We are having five notes, yeah? So let us play. This is the glissando, yeah? So five notes are played, okay? So we can conclude simply when there is the glissando effect and when we move from one note to another note in glissando, every notes are played, okay? And I have already shown you, yeah? Okay, now we'll be looking at portamento. Now see, I didn't find the portamento notation, okay, in the music score writing software, okay, in both of the music writing software which I'm currently using, yeah. So all these terms, these legato, staccato, crescendo, and this glissando, I have shown you very mathematically, yeah. Now I'll be talking about portamento a little bit logically and with a sound effect, okay? I'll be making you hear the portamento effect, okay? Because portamento is little bit difficult to describe mathematically, okay? Because it is in the shipment from one note to another, there is the notes are blurred, okay? And there is the transition, okay? And we'll be looking about that. So let us talk about portamento now. Now this is all what I perceive myself, okay? If you think I need any correction, you can correct me in the comment section, okay? Okay, this portamento I'm explaining you as per my own understanding, okay? Other topics are I have shown you very mathematically, okay? No confusion. And this portamento, now listen what I understand for myself, okay? Portamento is same like glissando, okay? Where you move from one note to another note, yeah? Usually in higher octave range. And when moving from one note to another note, all the notes are clearly pronounced in glissando, okay? However, when you glide from one note to another in portamento, all the notes are not that clearly pronounced, okay? But have blurred pronunciation, okay? When you move from one note to another note chromatically, the notes are blurred, okay? It seems like motion blur in video, yeah? So let us understand again. When you go from one pitch to another, okay? Doesn't matter higher to lower or lower to higher, okay? So when you go from one pitch to another, there are some factors that occurs, okay? And they are especially we'll be talking about portamento, okay? And these factors are one, change in the pitch, yeah? Obviously, and both glissando and portamento will have change in the pitch. True, yeah? Now second factor, in portamento the acceleration varies, okay? The rate in which one note moves to another note can vary, okay? It can go in a linear way also. It can start slowly and reach quickly to the destination note, okay? And it can start quick and reach slowly to its destination note, okay? But in glissando the acceleration will be same constant, okay? If it is fast, it will be fast throughout. If it is slow, it will be slow throughout, okay? Now another thing, in portamento, along with the change in the pitch and acceleration, the sound carries some vibrato weight also, okay? So along with change in pitch and acceleration, there will be some vibrato weight, okay, in portamento. So due to this, we can make weight in this shipment, okay? In portamento, in glissando, we don't create any weight, okay? We simply move from one note to another chromatically, okay? Simple thing, glissando. But in portamento, we carry some feel, okay? And we carry some weight, okay? In portamento. That is the distinction between glissando and portamento. This is my understanding about these topics, okay, which I have talked today. Now let us look about that feeling and weight which I am talking of portamento, yeah? The portamento has some factors, which I said: change in the pitch, varies in acceleration, and it carries a weight, vibrato weight, along with the change in the pitch and vary in acceleration, okay? So let us see that now. Okay, now we'll be looking at these section, okay? You can see here voicing, a monophonic option, a polyphonic, legato, yeah, portamento, and the portamento chord, yeah? So we'll be looking at all of these one by one, okay, to make you understand more clearly. So let us first see this monophonic sound. This simply means just see its description, what it is saying: monophonic and polyphonic switch, yeah? So it means if you click this, it will be the monophonic synth now, yeah, this synth. And if you untake it, now this synth will be the polyphonic synth, yeah? So it is saying monophonic, polyphonic switch. Choose whether or not you can play more than one note simultaneously. So it is very clear, okay? If you click this, now this synth will become monophonic, okay? And now it will only play one note at a time, okay? What I mean by is, just see here. This is my C2 note, okay? Just observe here. This note, yeah? C2, this is my C2 note. And this is my C4 note. Okay, so currently I'm in mono mode. Yeah, and what did I say? Only one note at a time. Yeah, so I'm playing C2. Now I'll be playing C4. The C4 has got the C2 sound, okay, because only one sound will be produced at a time. I'm still pressing C2, but you are hearing only C4. Yeah. Now even if I release C2, sound will be same. Yeah. Now again I'll be pressing C2. Now C2 has got C4 because C2 is the latest produced sound. I'm still pressing C4. C4 is not playing now. C4 sound is cut by C2. If I release C4, sound will be same. Now again if I play C4, now C4 has got C2 sound. Yeah. So simply one sound will be playing at a time. Okay. Now if I untake it, now it will be the polyphonic synth. Okay, this synth, and currently it is saying it can play 8 voice or sound at a time. Okay, but I will be showing you with 1 and 2. Okay, it will be more clear. So now 1 means, now again the same thing. Okay, this synth is monophonic synth. It will play only one sound at a time. Okay, this mono if ticked, and this polyphonic option with 1 are having same effect. Okay, now polyphonic, this synth is in polyphonic mode. Okay, but this synth can only produce one sound at a time, we are stating here. Yeah, so it will be same effect. Okay, I'm pressing C2. Now I'll press C4. C4 will cut C2. I release C2. Now again I press C2. C2 will cut C4. I release C4. I press again C4. Now C4 will cut C2. Yeah, one sound at a time. That's it. Now if I put here 2, now 2 sound will be produced at a time. Okay, let us see in our example. First I'll be playing C2. Now I'll be playing C4. Both are playing at the same time. Yeah? So now C2 and C4 both are playing. Yeah? Now if I press B3, C2 sound is cut. Okay, B3 and C4 sound is playing together. Okay, but C2 sound is cut because 2 sound can only be played at once. Okay, we have stated that in that polyphonic option, and we first played C2, then C4, then B3. Okay, so the first sound will be cancelled. Okay, by this latest sound. Yeah, so I'm still pressing C2, but C2 sound is not produced. Okay, even if I release C2, the sound will be same. Yeah. Now again if I press C2, C4 will get cancelled. So in this way you can see the difference between the monophonic and polyphonic, okay, sound. In monophonic sound, one sound at a time, that's it. In polyphonic sound you can state how many. Yeah, I'm just showing you example of 2 sound, okay, just to make you understand. Okay, if you make 3 sound, now 3 sound can be played at the same time. Okay, the default is 8, I guess. Yeah, it's 8, I think. Now let us look at legato. First, let us see what it is, what this synth is describing. Legato. This determines whether or not envelopes or LFO, if set to envelope or string mode, will re-trigger if a second note is played. So let us understand this legato in this way. This legato means we take as legato slide. Okay. Previously we saw in our notation. Yeah, we saw about legato and legato slide. Yeah, so in this case we'll be looking this legato as legato slide. Okay, and in legato slide only the first note will be triggered. Yeah, and it will be slide. Okay, and up to the portion where the sustainability of the sound will be maintained, up to that much time sound will be produced. Okay, and the sound will go to full decay. Let us see here. So attack, decay, sustain, release. Okay, I press C3. Yeah, I'm still pressing C3. The note was triggered here from here, it decayed here, and now it is in sustain position. And if I release this note, the sound will go to full release. Okay. So to understand legato in a standard way, we will be going to monophonic mode. Okay, because let us understand in a standard way. Okay, although we are not limited to in synth. Okay, so we are just going one sound at a time. Okay, when we slide. So I have activated mono mode, and now I'll be activating legato mode. Yeah, and now if I press C3, the sound will be released fully. Yeah, now if I press again, yeah, I attack the piano note. Attack means I press. Okay, and if I say I release note from playing, means I put off my finger from playing the piano note. Okay, so now I attack my note here in the piano key, I release. Okay, this I play my piano key and I play off my piano key. This means attack and release. Okay, in my piano, I release, sound will be released. Okay, but in legato what we do, we attack one note. Yeah, we play one note and we simply slide. Okay, we don't trigger other notes. Okay, we trigger only one note, and other notes will be played up to the time the sustainability of the sound in that instrument remains. Yeah, so let us see in this case. I play C3. Now it is in sustain mode. Okay, now I will go to any other notes. Okay, you can see other notes were not triggered. Okay, only my C3 note was triggered. Okay, I'm still pressing C3. Okay, but it's not needed until the continuity remains. The continuity must remain. Okay, if you break the continuity, then the sound will go to full release. Okay, the sustainability of sound will go to decay full. Okay, now I will break the continuity. Okay, now the sustainability has gone. Yeah, now let's see here. I'm playing C4 now. C4 is only triggered. Yeah, other notes are not triggered. Yeah, you can see when I trigger note, this movement, you see, every time notes will get triggered, it will move from this attack point. Okay, and in legato, first I press C3, C4, it started from the attack position. Okay, now I will play other notes. It didn't start from the attack position. Yeah, you didn't see that the sound will go to release fully. Okay, if we play legato in polyphonic mode, it is the same thing. Okay, but we can have multiple release note. Okay, what I mean by is, just see here, I play this note, I'm playing all of them, yeah? All are playing. Okay, all notes are not getting the attack position, but you see, when I play like this note, this particular note is released. Okay, every time, but other two notes currently which I am playing are not released. Okay, only the note, this G4 note is released. This C4 and E4 are sustained. Okay, they are not yet released. Okay, the sound has not come to full decay. It is in continuity again. It is in continuity. Yeah? So I am playing this note sound now. This G4 is only released. Okay. Now I have released even other note. Okay? Now only C4 is playing. If I release this, whole sustainability of sound is gone. Yeah. Now let us look at the portamento. Okay. Currently we are in legato mode. Yeah? Polyphonic legato mode. Yeah. Now if I play with portamento, okay. Now currently the portamento is off. Yeah? And just here, this is normal sound. Yeah? If I make some portamento, again it is same. Okay. So the portamento only happens in monophonic mode. Okay. So the portamento only occurs in monophonic mode. Yeah. You see? Now it is releasing. Yeah? I'm playing C3 first and I'm playing B3. Okay. I'm gliding from C3 to B3, and it is carrying all the pitches information in a very broad way. Okay, and it is carrying some weight. Okay, feeling. See here again. Okay. It is not very linearly. So currently we have to reinsert. Okay, don't worry, I'll buy later. So where I was, this way. In glissando, the movement from one note to another will be lacking feeling. Okay, we simply move chromatically. Okay, but here the notes are blurred. Okay, within one another. Okay, and the movement, the acceleration is also varied. Okay, currently it is linear, but we can vary like this. Okay, and it will carry some vibrato along with the change in the pitch and acceleration. Okay, varying the acceleration. Now it is linear. Okay, now let us increase the speed. Okay. And now let us decrease the speed. It started slowly and then it reached quickly later. Okay, in the destination note. Okay. Now same thing here. Yeah. Now linear. This will move linearly. Okay, and here you have one option, porta scaled. It simply means scales the portamento rate based on note distance. Larger distance is equal to slower portamento. When enabled, the porta time value corresponds to 1 octave. So let us turn on this scale mode. Now let us play from C3 to C4. Gliding time, the portamento time was more. Yeah. Now let's play from C3 to F3. It happened little bit quickly. Yeah. If I put this on tick, if I take this, you can also have the portamento effect always, okay, in every note, okay. You don't need two notes, okay, one starting note and the destination note. Your single solo note will have the portamento effect. If for portamento, you go in mono mode and you can disable or enable legato mode and you can play, okay. Let us see the effect of this legato and non-legato activation. Currently legato is off, yeah. So in this way you can have the portamento effect with legato turned on or off, okay. The standard will be legato turned off, yeah. Simply you glide from one note to another. Yeah. But you can glide from this sustaining position also with legato. Other notes are not triggered, okay. They are simply gliding from this sustaining position, okay. And then sound will release, okay, if the continuity is breaked. So in this way you understand what is portamento, yeah. There is glide from one note to another note, higher to lower or lower to higher, doesn't matter. And there is the change in the pitch, obviously, if you go from one note to another. And there is the change in the rate, yeah. We can go in a linear way, okay. Fast also, if fast then every fast, if slow then every slow, in a linear way. Or we can break that linearity, okay. We can start fast and go slow, okay, while ending to our destination note. Or we can start slow and go fast when reaching towards our destination second note, yeah. And along with the change in the pitch and rate, we carry some vibrato weight, okay. So in this way everything will carry some feeling, okay. It is not simply moving from one note to another, okay. It is moving with feeling, okay. And all that notes with our these factors, okay, rate, change in the rate, acceleration, change in the pitch, like that will make notes blur with each other, okay. And it will create feeling, okay. It is same like motion blur, yeah. In video we have a motion blur like that. I understand portamento. You can obviously feel that feeling, okay. Just see here. So yes, this is what I understand by portamento. And if you think if I lack some information, you can add that information for me, for us, in the comment section below. And if you think anything is to be corrected, then the correction is very welcome as well. Yeah. So yes, this is what I understand by legato, staccato, glissando, portamento, and crescendo, and I've shown you everything. Okay. Okay. Now we'll be looking at one MIDI editing technique where we glide our slide from one note to another note. Okay, and this is also known as the portamento effect. So let us look. Here I have this information. Okay, in a MIDI tech window. Yeah, 4/4 notes. Okay, one bar, and currently I am having my portamento to 0. Yeah, 0 ms, no portamento at all. Yeah, so this will be the simple sound. Okay, how we will be hearing. Just let us hear. Simple. Yeah, it's just playing this sound. Okay, based on the notes. Okay, now let me turn on the portamento. Okay, let us put here. Now portamento is turned on. Yeah, so let us play this again. Again the same. Yeah, the gliding didn't happen. Yeah, we're not hearing that gliding effect. Okay, which the portamento feature is expected to give. Yeah, for that we have to do some settings. Okay, and if this is our full um, composition. Yeah, and we want one note to glide with another. Yeah, so for this first I turned off the snapping. Yeah, and I will little bit decrease from here. Yeah, and little bit from here, and I'll select all. Just right click and drag. Yeah, and you'll get this cursor. Yeah, just and just move towards right, drag towards right. Okay, yeah, now see this note glides in the space of this note. Yeah, and similarly this note glides in the space of this note, and this note glides in the space of this note. Yeah, now for first note we want to give another note. Okay, to glide, so simply you put one just glide little bit, you cross. Yeah, now let us hear. Yeah, we are hearing the gliding effect. Okay, or the portamento effect. And after you have done, and just you can snap to grid again. Okay, this another note you just put in another higher octave of this note. Okay, C2 I put in C3. Okay, so this is the note which we edit additionally. We didn't want this note. So let's see if we decrease its velocity and even mute this, we'll have this effect or not again. but here we're not having. And let me unmute it again. So velocity is all the way to the down, yeah, this note. Having that effect. If I bring this velocity up, okay, so if its velocity is all the way to the down, still the gliding effect happens, okay. Yeah, and the gliding can happen from higher pitch to lower pitch or lower pitch to higher pitch, okay. So yeah, yeah. And if I turn this portamento off, you not hear that effect again. Yeah, and for portamento, you have your portamento turned on, yeah. Now you don't need to do anything, it will work itself. Yeah. So yes, this was a little technique to help you glide one note with another, okay, in Reaper. Now that same thing, it is of this portamento and this max voices, okay. If one, it is monophonic. If more than one, it is polyphonic, okay. This is also clear, and this portamento is also clear, okay. But I have not shown you example of portamento using this sampler, okay. Now I'll be showing that. So here portamento is not in action currently, okay? It's in 0. Let me increase some portamento time here. Now let us play. Okay, I will be going from C3 to C5. Yeah. But in this portamento option, we don't have so many features, okay. Only this simple portamento. Yeah, okay, first I'll be playing C1 and then I'll be playing C5, okay. I want to go from C1 note to C5. You like this, yeah. So that sustainability of sound should exist. Okay, that if that sustainability in the sound is released or has end, there will not be a portamento. Okay, because portamento is also a glissando and glissando is also a legato. Okay, so continuous sustainability of sound is needed. Like that, eh? So this is all about this portamento. This portamento and this max voices are very important drum. Okay, so let us look the MIDI information of this score. Okay, so it is having 4 time signature, 4 bits, and every bit is worth 2 quarter note. Eh? So here there are 4 bits and every bits is worth 2 quarter note. Okay, quarter note in duration, and this is 1 bar. Yeah, and this is also 1 bar. Yeah, and this is clear. Yeah, now monophonic staccato. Now as I have already shown you, the time duration is decreased by half. Yeah, you can verify like this. Duplicate it. So staccato will decrease every note's sound to half. Okay, so this is also over. Now let us look at this single dotted note play. This will increase in 50% more time. Yeah, so total time will be 150%. Yeah, so this is our this. Yeah, so this means 150%. Yeah, just see here, this is 1 bar. Yeah, so if we are having here quarter note duration, it would be only this much, but 50% it is increased. Yeah, due to single dotted information. Yeah, we have this 50% more. Yeah, you see here 2 block, here 1 block. Yeah, this is the 50%. 50% is equal to this. Yeah, so every sound will be increased by 50% by single dotted. Yeah, note. Now double dotted, every note time duration will be increased by 75%. Yeah, so total time will be 175%. This is our this. You can see here little bit increased. Yeah, up to here 150%. Yeah, and here 25% extra. Yeah, this extra ending. Total time duration is 175% now. Yeah, of every notes. And now monophonic legato play. This simply means every notes will be in connection and every notes will be plugged. Simple thing. Okay, this and these 3 examples we'll be looking at. All are in continuity. Yeah? And all sound will be plugged. Simple. Now second, all are in continuity. Yeah? And all sound will be plugged. Now third, we saw this and this. Yeah, now third, this part. All are in continuity. Okay, and all sound will be plugged. Now let us look at this monophonic legato slide play. Now this is different than this. Yeah, in this case only the first note will be played, okay, and you simply slide, okay. We will slide from 2 to 3, and these notes are not having a legato slide symbol, okay, so they are normally played, okay. So here the legato slide will happen, not here. From here to here legato slide will happen, not here, like that, okay. In this case 2 and 3 will be in continuity, and 4 and 5 might not be in continuity also, okay, because this is the time signature of 4x4, okay, and we are working in that. So in this case they will be in continuity, but these don't need to be, okay. However, in legato mode they will be in continuity, okay. But you have to be here careful. Even though in this program I have made this score in this program, okay, so it is appropriately reading this information, this slide information, okay, but here I'm using in the Reaper, okay, and even though I exported the MIDI information, this sliding information was not transferred, okay, only the MIDI note data information was transferred, and the MIDI data notes I'm able to get, but not that sliding information, okay. You have to consider this thing. So here you saw, and now this. Yeah. Now this. Yeah. Now this, and this, okay. All are in continuity, okay. And in legato shift only this note will be plugged, and all other will be played from only that sustainability of sound, okay. And even if you keep on moving and the sustainability has fully decayed, you can keep on moving, but sound will not be produced, okay. Now here and here. So you have to understand here one thing clearly, okay. I made this score in this program, yeah, and the way I scored here is reading perfectly, okay, in the manner it should be, okay. For example, in this legato slide play, okay, just hear it. It is reading properly, okay, as it should be. Only this note yeah is plugged, okay, and then simply we slide, okay, to all these notes, okay. We don't plug any of these notes, okay. We only plug this note, and then we simply slide, okay, and all that sound will be played with the sustaining of the sound which we get from this note, yeah, when we plug and we slide, okay. But when I exported this score as a MIDI data, the notes information we get properly, okay, but this sliding information, okay, this legato sliding information was not perceived directly, okay. Only the MIDI notes information we have here as a MIDI data, okay, in our DAW, and I have imported here in my DAW, and it looks like this, yeah. Yeah, MIDI data information is correct, okay. It's correct, okay. As we are having legato slide play, so in legato slide play first property is legato, okay, all are in continuity, it's correct, okay, but slide, that information we are not getting here, okay. And if we play this MIDI data information, every notes will be plugged, okay. Just see here, So I have this BST loaded, yeah, and if I play, just notice, okay. This is not what we want, okay. We want it like this. Yeah, but if we directly export this score information as a MIDI information and we import in our DAW, we get like this, and every notes are plugged, okay, and this is not what we want. So here we have a little bit work to do, okay, and let us do that work. So for that we want to glide one note with other, okay. So for this you first uncheck this, okay, this snapping feature, okay. Little bit you move here, okay, leave little bit gap here, and you select all, okay, and now you turn this on, yeah. Now move towards the right, okay, until it snaps, yeah, it is snapping, yeah, correctly. Now what it's happening here is, you see here, now these notes are not only in continuity but also gliding with one another, okay. You see here, they are gliding, yeah, yeah, little bit, you see, they are gliding, yeah, gliding, they are gliding, yeah, all are gliding, okay, yeah. So this DAW is now getting information that these notes are gliding, okay, they are in legato and they are gliding as well, okay. And this information we have to provide in our VST as well, okay. Here you will see different modes: polyphonic mode, monophonic mode, and legato mode. If we play in these two, still all the notes will be plugged separately, okay, because now our DAW has that information but it is not transferred to our instrument, okay, VST instrument. So let us play in this polyphonic mode. Even though we glided one note with another, still the result is not what we want, yeah. Let us go in monophonic. Still the result is not, okay. Obviously this is monophonic, okay, only here little bit portion there will be polyphonic in the gliding region because two sounds are playing. But if I go in a legato, now see the result. This is what we want, yeah. So first we have to work in our DAW, okay. DAW should know what it is, and DAW is knowing they are in continuity, they are in legato, and they are also sliding, okay. DAW is getting its information now. That information we have to provide in our VST, okay, in legato mode, okay. So now this VST is also getting information that these are to be played in the way of legato, okay. So this will work, yeah. Yeah, only this note is plugged, and then we simply slide, okay, until the sustainity remains, sound will be played, and if the sustainity will decay completely, sound will not be played, okay. Yeah, this is the exact result what we want, but every VST don't support this, okay. Here this worked for us, okay, but here I have this in here, it doesn't work, okay, and I'm not seeing where that legato option is here. Okay, I have not worked properly with this VST. Just I will be showing you surfacely. Okay, in this same case, now I'm playing. Every notes are playing, yeah, monophonically, yeah. We don't want this. And also here, this also doesn't work, okay. And here also I don't see any legato mode, okay. And if we play, this is also not the result what we want, yeah. So you have to know this feature, okay. First you arrange in your DAW, okay. Tell your DAW these portions are in legato mode, in continuity, and not only in continuity, they are gliding, they are sliding with one another, okay. Your DAW now knows that, and your that information DAW has to provide to the VST, yeah. And VST should absorb that, okay. Your VST instruments should have the capability, the function to absorb that DAW information, okay. So here in this case, in legato mode, this VST instrument is absorbing this DAW information, okay. What information your DAW is giving to this VST is they are in continuity, they are in legato mode, and not only in legato mode, they are also sliding with one another, okay. So it is legato slide, okay. And your VST understands now, okay. Yeah, I am also in this mode, I'll be playing in that way, so it plays, yeah. But the other VSTs, these other didn't absorb that information, okay, which DAW is providing, okay. They don't have that legato option, okay. So this is the workaround for this, yeah. And it works fantastically, okay, yeah. Yes. And here same thing, okay. From 2 to 5 it will slide, okay. And here 2 to 10, okay. Let us listen. So they are gliding, yeah. So here we have legato, we have a slide legato, okay. Legato here curve and also slide. Legato continuity is there, but sliding information it is not having, yeah. Because when we exported the MIDI information, only the proper MIDI notes we get, okay. And the notes are this, okay. The sliding information we don't get, okay. We have to do that manually. So currently if you play, even in this legato mode, 2 notes will be plugged, okay. We don't want this, okay. We want to slide, yeah. So simply little bit, and now when on this snapping on, now, yeah. Now let's play. It is sliding, yeah. And same thing here also, okay. Yeah, it is sliding, okay. This note is plugged, this note is not plugged, okay. So simply we slide. Okay, now let us look at the crescendo. So here I have the normal play, okay, and here the crescendo play. And the difference between I have already shown you, yeah. This will play at the normal loudness from the very beginning, yeah. And in crescendo the loudness will be rising slowly and gradually, okay. Yeah, but when I export this score information as MIDI. Only the MIDI notes uh, are received. Okay, not this crescendo information. Okay, we don't receive this crescendo information. Okay, and when I export this information, this score information as MIDI and import in my DAW, here I receive all the MIDI data. Okay, but not that crescendo information. This was the normal play and this part was crescendo play. Okay, so this part when I play, the loudness should be rising slowly and gradually. Okay, but it will not. Okay, the loudness will be rising at the fullest from the very beginning to the end. Okay, just here. Yeah, so only the MIDI data information was received, and we have to do some manual work for this. Okay, to have that crescendo effect, we can do the volume automation from the track, or we can do the volume automation directly in this MIDI editor. Okay, so let us do in the MIDI editor. Okay, because we are working with MIDI. Okay, just go in here, volume. Yeah, this is the crescendo part. Yeah, simply double click here first. At this point, one editing point will be created, and just come to the end. Yeah, our end section, and you'll get two arrow. Okay, and just press shift and click, you'll get the editing point. Yeah, and simply drag. Now the volume will be rising slowly and gradually. Okay, so let us hear. This was very slow increase. Okay, so you may want to vary. Okay, so like this you can vary how much slowly you want to increase your loudness. And this result you can see here in this MIDI item. We created that volume automation. Okay, inside MIDI editor, and you can see here some information is received here. Yeah, and this simply shows we have some information going on here. Yeah, along with the MIDI data. This is the MIDI data, MIDI note, and this is the our volume automation information. Yeah, this. Now decrescendo, again the same thing. Okay, in the crescendo we get the MIDI information. Okay, but not that decrescendo information. Okay, in decrescendo effect, what we will be having is volume will be playing at the fullest in the beginning. Okay, and slowly and gradually it will fade out. Yeah, but here I have this decrescendo part here. Yeah, exported as MIDI in my DAW, and if I play, this is the decrescendo part. Okay, this was the normal play part. Okay, which I was just showing for an example. Yeah, so if I play now, currently the loudness will be same throughout. Yeah, that decrescendo information was not received. Okay, so again same thing we can do. So here in the beginning, double click, you get one editing point, and here now you see here double arrow. Now shift and click, we get point. Okay, and we can rise. It will be just opposite of crescendo. Yeah, yeah, you can adjust how much intense you want. Yeah, So again here you will be looking the MIDI information. Okay, in this MIDI item we are seeing we have some MIDI notes already. Yeah, also we have some information extra here, and that information is we are having the volume automation. Yeah, like this. It will start at the loudest volume. Okay, and slowly it will come to end. Okay, just see here there are 4 blocks. Okay, 1 2 3 4. So this is the center. Okay, up here loudness will increase, and down from here loudness will decrease. Okay, so now for fade in and fade out we have to do some manual work. Okay, to create the fade in or fade out effect, because automatically while exporting this score information as MIDI information, only notes were received, not the fade in or fade out information. Okay, so we have to create that effect manually. So let us look first for fade in. This is the fade in part. Okay, so here I have fade in part, and let us create the fade in effect manually. Okay, so simply you will see here one pencil like arrow. Okay, go to the first attack position of this bit, double click, you will get the editing point. Now come to the end of this bit here. Here you will get two-sided arrow. Simply hold shift and click once, you will get another editing point. Okay, so slowly it will rise. Okay, now how much slowly you can determine yourself. Okay, I'm just giving you one example. Okay, currently this locking is on. Okay, and the grid here is 1/8. Okay, now to make another there will be little bit problem. Okay, you change this grid to this. Okay, 128, so that you get many grids. Yeah, I have a reason for this. Now again for this you have to create. Okay, so create here another point, shift and click once in this grid. Yeah, it will lock to the grid because the locking is on. Now this is the attack of this bit. Yeah, the release of this bit is here. Yeah, so simply again shift and click. Yeah, like this. Again here shift and click, and just create the minimum gap. Okay, here and here another. Yeah, like this you can do. And even if you want to have more minimum gap here, then turn off the locking, and even you can decrease the gap. Okay, like this. Yeah, and let us hear this now. Let us move from this much loudness. Okay, yeah, like this effect and fade in, and here yeah, like this. And again you will get this information here down. Okay, and now let us look at the fade out. Again the same thing. Okay, we'll just get the MIDI note information, but not that fade out information. So for this, and manually you have to work here. Yeah, double click here, you get 1 point, and now you see a double-sided area. Shift and click here, attack position of this node and release position of this node. Yeah, so we are working for fade out. Yeah, now go to this so that you get more grid option. Yeah, now shift and click, you put this in the lowest gap. Okay, again shift and click here, this is a little bit tedious. Okay, if you have better way, just tell me. Yeah, yeah, like that effect. And how much low you want, you can obviously decide from this. Okay, like this. We simply cannot make 2 points here, okay, at the same place, because if I make here, I made in this grid. Yeah, and if I make this editing point in the same grid, it will be cancelling. Okay, yeah, so we have to create a little bit of offset. Okay, that's very boring. Okay, I want to do even both editing point. Okay, that will be easy. I went here, but again if I want to go from here to here, I can bring here. Okay, it will collapse. Yeah, so I have to create some offset here like this, and very not good, very boring, and do like this. Okay, I want to go this to here in the beginning of this bit. Yeah, but I simply can't. Yeah, like this. So I found that creating the offset is working. Okay, I simply can't sit on this grid. Okay, simply these two editing points cannot sit on the same grid. Okay, yeah, it will just cancel. And yes, you'll get your information, that volume automation information in your MIDI editor here. Okay, down. So this MIDI item is saying we have MIDI data as well as the volume automation data here. Yeah, so now let us look about this fade in and fade out in some other ways. Okay, we already saw in this way. Yeah, now let us look at other ways. Okay, so here I'm having quarter note grid. Okay, and every bits or nodes are on the grid. Okay, so here in the project also I have quarter note grid. Okay, this also means that when I'll be here, the project grid will be here. Yeah, When I come to the second bit or second notes, the project grid will be coming here, okay, in the bar line. Okay, if I come here on every bar line, it will be matching. Okay, so let us delete this all. Delete, yeah, this we are doing for fade in. Okay, so press V for volume automation. Yeah, press shift to create editing point in this bar line. Okay, yeah, and here another shift and click on the bar line. Okay, snapping is on, so exactly the points will be created on the bar line. Okay, so fade in. Yeah, now another. Now in this case I can have 2 points on the same bar line. Yeah, you see, yeah, in this bar line I can have 2 editing points same. Yeah, but in MIDI editor I was not able to have. Yeah, one will cancel other. Yeah, and again create another point, shift and click. This white means the audio is at 0 dB. Okay, if you cross this you will be clipping. Okay, so be here and again click another point. Yeah, just be there and you will exactly be at this white line. Okay, just share properly. When you will be exactly at white, the white will disappear. Yeah, yeah, and now I'll be exactly, then white will disappear. Yeah, like this. Yeah, now another, now another. Now the loudness is raising from 0. Okay, you can bring it up. Okay, from what level you want to rise gradually. Suppose I put here. Yeah, yeah, it will just snap. Okay, and you are good to go like this. So let us play. So we are having the fading effect. Okay, however here we are getting, at these points we are getting some clicks. Okay, for that you have to make some transition. Okay, to reduce the clicks, but this is very linear. Okay, if you want to go linear, then go in this way, And if you want to create some transition, just disable snapping and like this, do something like this. Okay, yeah, the clicks were reduced. Yeah, so this is the way to do with volume automation. Okay, just put here one point and make this point here. Okay, because we don't want to decrease other um, uh, parts volume. Okay, only in this region, this up to from here to here of this track we want to make effect. Okay, I only did for this much, other you can do yourself. And for other the volume will be the optimum. Okay, it is not still at 0, make it 0. Okay, yes, now it is 0. Yeah, it is at 0 dB. Okay, so this is the way I came up with fading, and same thing you can do for fade out also. Okay, just opposite it will be for fade out. Okay, I'll be doing one example. Okay, delete this all. So turn on the snapping, shift and click to create point, shift and click to create point. Yeah, you can go all the way to the down, or you can be somewhere here. Okay, shift and click, shift and click like this. Yeah, again I'll create one. So let us listen. So we are having like a. So this is the way I came up with fade in and fade out. I would like to do this here in this MIDI editor. Okay, in volume, but in the same bar line I was not able to put 2 points here. For example, here I put like this. Now again I want to rise from here. This point will take this point. Yeah, so I am not able to do this here, but here 2 points can be on the same grid line. Okay, so this is the volume automation method. Okay, here I would like to show you one important thing. Here I have one track. Okay, here, and in this track I have one MIDI item. Okay, simple. And in this MIDI item I have done some arrangement. Yeah, and I have some MIDI notes. Yeah, and I have done some volume automation. Okay, so this MIDI data. Okay, by MIDI data I mean here the MIDI notes as well as this volume automation data. Okay, this is the total MIDI data. Okay, we have, and your VST instrument should be able to read this MIDI data. Okay, and the sound will be produced accurately. Okay, not only your BST instrument should be able to read this MIDI notes data, but also the automation data, okay, here, which we are doing. Yeah. And the important thing here to know is this volume automation is the MIDI volume, okay. This volume represents the MIDI volume, okay. MIDI volume for this MIDI item, okay, for this MIDI item, okay. This is not the track channels volume, okay. This is just the MIDI volume, okay. And this is the track, okay, in which we have this MIDI item, okay. And this track has its track channel, and it is here, okay, in the mixer. And we can see here volume fader. Yeah, you can see this is the main volume, okay, for this track. And you can see here this knob and this fader moves accordingly, okay, because they are same thing, okay. They are the volume fader for this track, okay. And you can see the envelope for this volume fader, okay. And this also moves accordingly, okay. If I move this and this are moving accordingly, okay. And obviously the automation path will be moving, okay, for this envelope, okay. Yeah, you can see all these, okay, this and this, okay. Yeah. But here I would like to show you one thing. I have here another volume, okay, and this is the MIDI volume. This I'm moving my volume fader in my MIDI keyboard, okay. I'm moving and it moves, okay. And you can see here is another volume now. And now this is the MIDI volume, okay. It is moving. Yeah, I'm moving my fader here in my MIDI keyboard, okay, and it is moving in a real time, okay. You see the slider moves and the envelope automation path also moves, okay, like this. And this volume and this volume is same thing, okay. This is the MIDI volume and this is also the MIDI volume, okay. Now let me show you here one thing. So let us record and see. I move this volume fader of MIDI keyboard and automation is happening in real time. Yeah, you can see automation is recording in both the place. Yeah, now let us see here. I changed here automation while recording, yeah, through the volume fader in my MIDI keyboard, and the automation here is changed, okay. Let us see. Now see, we have changed. Yeah, before it was another and now it is like this. Yeah, so this is the MIDI volume and this is the track channel volume, okay. This is the track and this is its channel, okay. And there is the volume fader in the channel, okay, which controls the overall volume for this track, okay. Just understand this, okay. This is very important. You might see here two volume, okay, and you might be confused. This is the track channels volume and this is the MIDI volume. And by track channel I mean you have a track and this track, that particular track has its particular channel, okay. You have a track and you have its track channels, okay. And this is the channel for this track, and this channel has all the input and output for this track, okay. And it controls all the volume, okay. And it has the volume fader, okay. And this is the envelope for this channel, okay. And if we automate this, and just see yourself, okay. Now let us play and see. Your fader will be moving, okay. Yeah, it's moving, yeah, as per this envelope. See again. Yeah, it's moving as per this envelope, not this. So this clearly shows this is the track volume and this is the MIDI volume. Okay, yeah, this and this automation is matched. Yeah, and also whatever you see here in this lane is recorded as a MIDI data. Okay, and your VST instrument, your plugin should have the capacity to absorb that data. Okay, absorb all the information that MIDI data is providing. Okay, so we have here velocity, yeah, pitch, channel pressure, module, yeah, volume, obviously here, pan, like that. Yeah, it's all the MIDI data. Okay, MIDI information. Okay, and MIDI information consists of MIDI notes, obviously. Okay, and also the automation information. Okay, so this MIDI item has this all MIDI data. Okay, and it is in this track. Okay, and this track has its separate property. Okay, you have to understand this thing. Okay, now if you see here also you see volume, here also you see pan. Yeah, but these volume pan are for this track. Okay, overall track, and this and you can also see here volume, pan, pitch, these are for this particular MIDI item. Okay, and your MIDI item sits in this track. Okay, so this is the overall correction factor. Okay, for this track. Now just see here, if I delete all these points, yeah, or I'll simply clear this envelope. Okay, now if I split at all these, you might be wondering, we can have the fade in from here. Yeah, just know this cursor. Yeah, like this cursor, okay, just go to the corner and like this. Yeah, not this but this. Yeah, so simply drag to the end. Yeah, and right click, linear. Yeah, go to here again, same thing, right click, linear. Yeah, now this fade in means the velocity. Okay, in this case this is considered as one group of notes. Okay, so velocity will be 0 for this. Okay, only this velocity. Let us look currently. If we see in velocity, it is here. Yeah, it is with value, okay, 89. Okay, currently 89. Now I will render this. Okay, I select this, Alt and Control and Alt, and then I drag somewhere here. Okay, now I have the rendered form of this. Okay, so currently it was 89, somewhere 89. Yeah, 89. Yeah, and I have rendered this fading information. Yeah, now let us see this velocity. So you can see its velocity, it's all the way to the down. Yeah, 1. Yeah, because as you can see in this group, all these MIDI notes are in the same group. Okay, and they all start from 0. Okay, so this simply means in MIDI it's representing velocity, okay, not volume. For volume we have to do the volume automation, okay, which I have already shown you before. But if I was having some groups of nodes like this, yeah, and if I used to have this fade in, and if I would have rendered Control and Alt and simply drag, okay, now this MIDI is rendered, okay, this fade in information of MIDI item is rendered, okay. So currently in the velocity is like this, okay. Now the velocity will be very linear, yeah, because now all are in different section, okay, this, yeah, but in this case all these nodes were in the same section, okay, in the same bit, okay. So the start was from the very below, okay. However, in this case we have different MIDI nodes on different bits, okay, and it is very linear, yeah, because we have here very linear, okay. All I want to say is this fading in MIDI is for velocity, okay. In audio it is for volume, yeah. Okay, now let us look at glissando. So I have already shown you, okay, by playing, and I have extracted its MIDI information, okay, MIDI notes information, and I have put here in my DAW, and I will show you the result, okay, that I obtained in my DAW with that MIDI information, okay. So let us compare one by one, okay. So here glissando, I'm here, yeah. So these are the different octaves in my MIDI keyboard, okay. C1, C2, C3, C4, C5, yeah. C1, C2, C3, C4, C5, yeah. All the MIDI data is extracted correctly, yeah. And I have gap here one bar. Now from here the glissando starts, okay, and this is my lowest key, yeah, C1, and this is C2, yeah. So we are having glissando, yeah, here effect. So what it will hear like, first let us hear here. So what did you hear? Even though in this score there are only 2 notes shown, yeah, written, but there are so many notes playing, yeah. This is the glissando effect, yeah. And because in glissando simply we glide from one note to our destination node, okay, and we slide very chromatically, okay. Now let us look at the MIDI data information of these 2 bars, okay. So this bar is gap bar, yeah. So this I have 2 bar, okay, here. You see here so many notes playing, yeah. So actually what it's happening here, let us study, it is very important, okay. So this is C1, this is C1, yeah, and I am going from C1 to my destination node C2, yeah. So from C1 I'm going to C2, yeah. So this is 1 bar, yeah, C1 bar, C1 bar, yeah, 1 bar, and this is C2 bar, yeah, this C2 bar. but in C1 bar we are having so many notes, okay, because we are moving from C1 to C2, okay. So C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B, and then in next bar we are reaching, okay, to our destination note, which is C2. Yeah, so C2 is on this bar and it is playing in a single way. It is playing the full whole note time duration, okay, here. Yeah, but this C1 whole note time duration is distributed in up to this much notes, okay, because of the glissando effect, okay, because we are gliding from one note to our destination note, okay, we are gliding or sliding, okay, from one note to our destination note. Our destination note is C2, okay, so simply we slide very chromatically, okay. You see, every notes are pronounced clearly, okay, you can clearly see, okay, every notes are pronounced, okay, but in portamento these notes are blurred, okay, within each other, okay, like a motion blur, okay. If you consider these notes as a frame, then there will be a motion blur, okay, in transition in video, and in portamento case you can consider as note blur, okay, like that. So in portamento you will be having little bit of more feeling, okay, and you can give emphasis on any of the points, okay. In portamento you can slowly rise here, and while reaching to the destination note you can accelerate, or you can start with high acceleration, yeah, and while reaching you can decelerate and reach, yeah, like this. But in glissando the rate is same, okay. So in glissando every notes move in the same rate, okay. We are not giving emphasis on any of these notes, okay. It is not that we are giving emphasis in this region and not in this region, okay. Same emphasis given throughout, okay, but in portamento we can give some emphasis in this region, some here, like this, okay. We can give more feeling in portamento. In glissando simply we move from one note to another chromatically. So this is the glissando play, okay. Now I will be playing this as a portamento, then listen. First let me change this to portamento. So here currently no portamento, and you hear this. Every notes you hear chromatically, yeah. Now let us go for portamento effect. Now for portamento you have to glide one note to another, okay. So this little gap is for that, okay, just a little bit, yeah, it will work. So in this way all the notes are not that clearly pronounced, okay, they are blurred, okay, and we are creating more feel, okay. let us give one additional gliding note to the first note as well. So if I turned off the portamento effect, all the notes are again pronounced clearly. Okay, they are very pronounced chromatically. Okay, but if I turn on the portamento, they are less pronounced. Okay, they are blurred within one another. Okay, and we create some feeling. Now let me turn on the portamento. So this is the difference between glissando and portamento. Okay, now as I have already shown you, yeah, this is same thing. Okay, now let us go here. I have longer octave range. Okay, from C1 to direct C5. Yeah, so let us see in this. Okay, from C1 to C5. Yeah, and this is bar 26. Okay, and this is bar 27. Just remember this. Okay, and in this bar 26 we are going from C1 to B4. Oh yeah, and on bar 27 we are landing on C5. Yeah, this is what our score does. Okay, here from C1 we are reaching to C5. C5 will be on next bar. Okay, so from C1 to B4 will be on this bar. Okay, and C5 will be single in this bar. Okay, and worth of whole note. Okay, in this bar from C1 to B4 all notes time is worth of whole note. Okay, in total, but in this bar this single C5 note is worth of whole note. Okay, so let us hear this. Yeah, okay, from here. So in this way in glissando you will be hearing all the notes very chromatically. Okay, whereas in portamento the notes will be blurred. Okay, this is my understanding. Okay.